check out my new sponsor, MMOEXP. They're not the fastest in the world, but I'm telling you guys right now, they are the cheapest coin seller on the market right now. I'm talking $25 per mil, plus my code Bkindel will save you 5% off your order. So this sort of series you have probably seen a few times, but hey, it's YouTube. Nobody's unique here. Once one person posts something, 50 others post the same thing on top of it, and they all claim they were first, man. Just a bunch of people Zuckerberging each other. But may I present to you the brand new series to the channel, Rate Your Theme Team. This is a series where I, rate your theme team. The rules for this is I can make any change to your team as long as it's two things. One, the team chem that you are using stays at 50 out of 50. So in this series, I'm basically going to take a look at your team. I'm going to give you a rate where it currently stands. And with your coin stack currently, I'm going to give you some ideas for some changes that you could do to maybe help you out a bit. The only rules for this series is that if you are rocking a full theme team, that the team chem has to stay 50 out of 50. Or if you're rocking a combo theme team, it has to stay at 25 out of 50 for both those teams. And I can only give you suggestions based on a allotted amount of coins that you already have. So in episode numero uno of Rate Your Theme Team, we're gonna be rocking with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Shout out to my boy JC the Gamer, man. He sent me some pictures of his team. We're gonna rate it. I'm gonna give him some suggestions, but he does have a YouTube channel where he does rock a Jack's theme team. So if you're a huge Jack fan, definitely go check him out, link in the description below. Either way, let's take a look at what he's rocking with. So this is where his team currently stands on offense. Image is a little bit blurry, but he's basically rocking a full Jax team, so we can kind of go back and forth between that and Mudhead to see where he's at. But overall, I can see some big changes that he needs to be made. You see, he has over 600k, man, so he's got the coin. Offensive line needs some work. Two of the most important positions on the field, in my opinion, are both the tackle spots. Think about it. Madden the last 2 years has been solely based off chemistries. And you're going against people who sometimes rock 3 D-line chems. You put a D-line chem on a freaking defensive lineman and it's like a crackhead trying to get his fix, man. It's just not gonna end well for you. Especially when you're rocking a 76 overall and a 79 overall tackle. Weapons-wise, though, he does have some choice with AR, DJ Shark, and then Keenan McDaniel. So you got 3 decent wide receivers. They're roughly around 90 apiece. He doesn't have this Andre Johnson, but you see here, Keenan McDaniel, Allen Robinson, DJ Shark. Decent players right there, but probably the most depth that this team has is at the running back position. He's got James Robinson, who's been a breakout stud this year, and JT, the little guy, as his backup, and Leonard Fournette. 390 plus overall running backs, man. That's good because frankly, he's rocking an 80 overall quarterback. How the fuck have you won a single game with the Gardner Minshew 80 overall throwing the ball? Dude, don't get me wrong. I like Gardner Minshew. I love Minshew Mania as much as anybody. Dude's like a freaking 80s porn star. But he's an 80 overall. And we're going into January. So with this team constructed offensively the way it is, I hope he is running the ball every single freaking play. Because I don't think it's looking too hot with Minshew Mania quarterback. But hey man, they're on pace for a #1 overall pick. Tank for Trevor, am I right? When rookie premieres drop, and he gets that 99 overall Jags card in like May or June, you'll have a quarterback for 2 months. Honestly, I don't see the Jags getting any more upgrades at quarterback. I don't think Minshew's gonna get another good card anytime soon, at least a decent one, maybe like a mid to high 80s. But let me know in the comment section, are there any legends that you think could drop that could help this team out at quarterback? But that's what I'm seeing right now. There's some decent weapons on offense. Wide receiver, they're looking good. Tyler Eifert, what is he? He's an 83 overall. He's not the best, but overall, the wide receiver and the running backs are far and away the best part about this team. But frankly, when you got Minshew throwing the ball, and then you got tackles in their gold tackles going against defensive linemen with chems, it's just not gonna look too hot, bro. Then this is why looking at defensively, safety's looking all right with, I don't even, Rodney Harrison, it's not that great. Reggie Nelson's a solid card right there. Very good at linebacker with 4 cards at 90 plus. Miles Jack, Malcolm Smith, Paul Plesny, Joe Schobert. I believe all 4 guys are at least decent in coverage, so you got a good coverage scheme going right there. Defensive line could be better, but it's definitely not the worst part about this team. It'll at least get the job done, put some defensive chems on those bad boys, and he'll be set. Cornerback, he's got Jalen Ramsey from the Derwin vs. the World Challenges, DJ Hayden, and then AJ Bouye. So he at least has 290 plus overall corners, but what are their speeds, man? So it doesn't look like he has sprinter on Jalen Ramsey right now, but he does have 50 out of 50 jag chem, so that's going to bring him to 90 speed. That is very slow. He needs to get a faster corner. But Jalen's also somebody that'll get upgrades throughout the year, so once he does, I'm sure he's going to get a top end card that'll be like 97 to 99 like he does every year, and that card will have solid speed. And then it looks like AJ Bouye has 92 speed on his team right now, which once again is just too slow, man. This late in the year as we're starting to get OP cards. We just got a Randy Moss. He can get to 99 speed, and we got a bunch of other wide receivers that can too. I don't think his corners are fast enough, so I want to know if he gets torched. But luckily, he's got Reggie Nelson on one side. That's going to be good. Some good coverage linebackers here. Kind of takes away from Ronnie Harrison. But overall, defenses isn't terrible. It's not great, but it's still a decent unit that can get the job done. Taking a look at his chemistry, he does only have 51 out of 50 Jags chem, so that doesn't leave us a lot of wiggle room for kind of replacing him with non-Jags player. We only can lose one Jags chem to kind of keep it at that 50 out of 50. He's got power run 20 out of 25, 24 out of 25 lockdown. He does have some shaker. I didn't see that. That's definitely good, but I'd put sprinter on. I don't know what the difference is. And then go deep 13 out of 15, run stuff 13 out of 50. Sprinter 4 out of 5. Bro, you gotta commit to just one of these. So on offense, I personally like going with lockdown. I like having big arm quarterbacks. I believe throw power plays a big difference in this game. Way more than power run's going to help. But he's trying to rock two chemistries, both on offense and defense. I would fully just commit to one. Personally, I go deep, try to get that as high as you possibly can. I'm sure you can get it at least close to 50. That's going to help that mince you out a little bit, or if we make any quarterback adjustments, get that deep accuracy up, get that throw power up, be able to help with the deep ball a little bit. So yeah, let's get rid of power run, go up on go deep. I personally don't like rocking with a lot of chemistries that help defensive linemen, because personally, defensive linemen, they either got good stats or they don't. There's not really a threshold that makes them better. And honestly, if you just put a defensive line ability like edge threat or some on any player, it's going to make him play so much better. That's really what it comes down to. So I would get rid of this run stuff right here, 13 out of 50, and I would get lockdown as high as you can. Get that up to 50 out of 50 if possible. That's going to give you +5 man, +5 zone, I believe +5 press on every single player. And with it only being a 90 zone threshold, in order to get the threshold, make him animate better, make him get quicker jumps and cuts onto the ball, just make him make plays like a freaking ball hawk. You would just need to get 85 zone with lockdown fully boosted. That's why lockdown's so much better. You just need to hit that 90 zone threshold. I personally believe just get rid of run stuff, get lockdown to 50 out of 50 if possible. So now we got to make some changes to his team, and one thing I've noticed on his team is this Jalen Ramsey, you can't really see it right here because the image is kind of blurry, is that this Jalen Ramsey does have Rams chemistry. You can't change it to Jack. So personally, I would kind of get a cornerback upgrade. So honestly, we should just get rid of that Jalen Ramsey. I think he should obviously hold on to him because like I said, Jalen Ramsey's going to get upgrades throughout the year. He'll get a card that can be powered up and get that Jags chem, but right now, he needs to get a faster cornerback to keep up with the Mosses, keep up with the Hesters, keep up with all these fast wide receivers that we are just getting flooded into the game like Deanna Moss. So really, I got two suggestions for him right here. I think he could go big and get this Troy Vincent 95 overall card for about 300k, which would be half his coins, but he's got 93 speed and 94 zone. Like I said, get lockdown all the way up. I'll bring him to 99 zone and 96 man. Absolutely insane coverage stats, and he'll have 93 speed. And he had shaker and sprinter on. Fully commit to sprinter. Just get as much speed as you possibly can. I think on his team, if he did that, this card would at least have 94 speed, which is good enough. Or if he wants to go the cheaper route, pick up this Jamal Dean for about 45k right here, but he's got 94 speed, 86 zone, and 88 man. He doesn't hit the zone threshold yet, but remember, lockdown. Get it to 50 out of 50 man. It'll give you +5 zone, +5 man. They'll put him at 93 man coverage and 91 zone. So he'll hit both those thresholds on top of having 94 speed and being 6'1". This card's honestly probably a budget beast. It would really not cost him very much of his coins at all that I could spend on other positions to upgrade. Jamal Dean would still be probably his best cornerback right now. So we upgrade the defense a little bit. He can either go Troy Vincent and have about 300k left, or he can go Jamal Dean and have about 580k left. Either way, he upgrades, gets faster at the cornerback position, and he still has 51 out of 50 Jags chem because this Jalen Ramsey didn't have the Jags chem. So we can really only upgrade one position to still keep that Jags chem. And I know he wants to rock a full Jags team, man, but you are not going to win a lot of games when your tackles are golds and your quarterback's an 80 overall going into January, man. You go against defensive ends with defensive line abilities, you're just absolutely done with those guys. Even if you triple team them, they're still going to get through, get sacked. And unless you are running the ball literally every single play with this three-headed monster he has, which is actually pretty good, you're going to be throwing a lot of short passes with this Gardner Minshew. So I think the position he 1,000,000% needs to upgrade is cornerback. Minshew Mania isn't the answer. Even if they get the #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence isn't going to get his 99 overall rookie premier card till freaking May, June at the earliest. So what quarterbacks could he really go with? Really, you got to look at abilities. In this game, what you want is a quarterback with Gunslinger or Hot Route Master. Those are the best abilities for a quarterback in the game this year. It's not like last year where you need to have Escape Artist on a QB. And what I would do with him, he could go big. He does have the option to go big because he does have the coins. Get this Rich Gannon for 400k. He can get Gunslinger and Hot Route Master, two of the best abilities. I believe he's the only quarterback to do so. And he's got absolutely insane stats, including decent enough speed, great throw power, good accuracy across board. But he is like 400k. It wouldn't give him a lot of wiggle room if more Jags players come out. But what I would do if I was him, call me biased as fuck, but I would pick up Aaron Rodgers, number 12, the GOAT. I obviously have this Aaron Rodgers on my Packers theme team, and I love him, man. He gets Gunslinger, his speed's good enough, throw power, like I said, max out, go deep. He can get up to 99 throw power with great accuracy across the board, and like I said, he gets Gunslinger. His animation's already quick as fuck as is. You got Gunslinger on, he gets rid of the ball so quick, man. I love this Rodgers card. Personally, if I were him, this is probably the quarterback I would use just because it would only cost him 180k. He could pick up Troy Vincent and he could pick up Aaron Rodgers for about 480k. It would still leave him about 130-ish k left on his team, or he can pick up Rodgers and Jamal Dean, 220k. It would leave him with roughly about 400k on his team. Either way, man, you can replace Minshew Mania with Aaron Rodgers with the weapons he has at wide receivers and the running back. The offense becomes 10 million times better. Really, the only other thing you would need to upgrade is tight end, obviously, depending on how much he uses his tight ends, but 100% these right tackles need to be upgraded. But with the additions of Rodgers and Jamal Dean, he would still have 50 out of 50 Jags chem, which is perfect. So we added a Gunslinger on the offensive side of the ball, and then defense, he has some options with Troy Vincent and Jamal Dean to add some speed and coverage ability at this cornerback position. I think that makes this team a lot better. He's an 88 right now, and you replace one of these corners, specifically, let's replace, you gotta replace Jalen Ramsey. No, you don't. You can move DJ Hayden to this cornerback number 5 spot and put Jamal Dean or freaking Troy Vincent right here. That'll help your overall a ton. And then you replace a freaking 80 overall quarterback with a 94 overall quarterback. He'll at least be a 90 overall. Fully commit to one chemistry on each side of the ball. I personally would commit to lockdown, get that +5 zone to man, and go deep. Get that throw power up as high as you can. And also, don't use Shaker and Sprinter. Fully commit to one. I recommend Sprinter. Get that as high as you can. You can get up to +2 speed depending on how high you get it. But now, as of rating this team right now, the good about it is obviously the wide receivers. He's got some decent receivers here, but the running backs are really what take over this team right here. But the quarterback and tackles and tight end bring this offense down so much on what its potential is. The defense is honestly kind of solid. It lacks in speed at the cornerback position. These cornerbacks are probably going to get burned. Reggie Nelson's good. He's got 4 good coverage linebackers right there. Defense is good enough. As for a rating, the Jags theme team, man, I'm sorry, Jags fans, you're going to hate me, but I'm going to give this team a 5.2 out of 10. There's just not a lot of speed on this team. They're lacking at the tackle spots. They're lacking at the quarterback spots. The 3 most important positions on offense, probably. And then speed kills in Madden, and this team doesn't have a lot of it, man. So I'm going to give it a 5.2. But hopefully you boys enjoyed this first installment of Rate Your Theme Team. If you have a theme team that you want me to rate, whether it be a full theme team or it be a combo theme team, 25 out of 50 this, 25 out of 50 that, send it to me to either my Twitter or Instagram, links in the description. But hopefully you boys enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, go check out JC's channel, link in the description below as well, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.